Okay, so I have decided to record this and post this up because our live got interrupted. I am having internet problems again. Okay, so we're just going to quickly finish this so that you guys can see how to do the rest, and then and then that's it. So I finished off right here where I was doing this bit to add our cute little berries. And so for the berries, for this set of berries, I'm going to use the mixture of the pink and the orange that we have happening right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and add a couple of these berry shaped berries. And just going to go all around. So I've washed off the color and I'm just going to add another berry here with just water on my brush. Adding another one here, maybe one like off in the background. I just want to use the pending color that we have to kind of get that nice blending effect. And just gonna dab off some of the color, so I don't want it to be too bright. It's adding some color here just to kind of give it some there we go. It's just kind of blending in. So just feel free to pick any of the colors we've been using so far, just to kind of add these berries. And yeah, and then you kind of just fade it out on the edges by adding some water to it, and then you're good. I did say blue as well, so we can totally add some blue, but here's some of the orange that I just want to add a touch of in certain areas, but not too much, just a little bit. So there we go, there's some berries right there. And just add some faded ones happening here and there. So we got some berries there, we can add some over here. So using some of the green that I have, I'm just going to mix the green along with some of that umber, and I'm watering it down because I don't want it to be too dark. And then I'll add some over here. So let's add it coming down this way actually. So adding it this way. And then just adding some of the green. So dipping my brush in water, because then I get a lighter consistency of green. I'm just going to add a couple of those leaves that we kind of did over here. And then you can definitely add some variation of the green to kind of give it a more, so it doesn't look like it's just one consistent color throughout. And then I'm just washing off all the color, and with just water on this, I'm creating another leaf by touching this leaf here and literally relying on the green that is seeping from this leaf into this one. You can add a couple more if you want, but this is just to kind of add background foliage, but you're not really seeing it clearly. All right, so now we'll do these little guys, and I'm mixing some of the orange and that pink, but leaving it mainly pink so that it's matching. And I'm going to do a couple of them here. And around. I've got to be careful because this area is damp. Just doing a couple over here too. And now that I have these laid down, washing off most of the color, and I'm just going to create a couple more berries, but just with like touching what I've already laid down. And that's where I'm getting most of my color from. And so it gives us that nice feel of blending, and it's not quite one straight color because I'm adding a touch of orange into it too. So it's blending in quite nicely. And it's a whole bunch of these little berries all around. And there we go. I think that's good enough. We can leave it at that. And that's good to go. So now I think this is a fairly good amount of everything happening here. So I just want to do a couple of things to kind of do final touch-ups, and then we are truly, truly done. So first things first, I'm going to add a couple of extra leaves just to give it a little more, like we've got some dark happening, we need to just have a tad bit more. So I'm just going to add a couple here and there. And I'm being very loose about it. So adding some there, and then using the same consistency, I'm going to add some, let's add some over on this end here. And I'm being, again, very, very loose about it. So these are like the darker greens that we have happening, but I don't want to give it too much. As I'm creating them. We'll just do a couple over here as well. And adding some of the green to create just a bit more. Just add some here. And then to give it that same look of the thin long leaves, and then I'll do one up here, and then I think that's good enough for that. Then we just add a bit of stuff to the flowers. Adding a couple here. There we go. And yeah, so now that we've done this, and I think this is pretty good, we're just going to highlight some of the flowers in between. So we're going to use darker versions of the colors we've used for them. So for instance, the red, the Madder Lake red, I'm going to mix some of this on here, but dipping in with water. I am going to take the number 4 and just add a couple of strokes. I don't want it to be too dark. Adding a couple of strokes on here. Very loosely, and then just taking water and smoothing it out. Same thing on this side. And then lastly on this side. Same direction as we gave the previous strokes to form the petals, and just smoothing it out with water so that it's not looking like it's got too many hard edges. There we go. Then I'm going to use the same color that we have here and add some onto here. And this is what will kind of help with the blue that I've accidentally laid on here. This one doesn't need too much, I find, but I'm just doing a couple. There we go. And then finally, smoothing some stuff out. And then finally, adding some of the orange onto our little ranunculus that we have. And I don't want to overdo it too much, so I'm not going to do much at the top. So I'm just doing a lot in the center, more in the center, and then just a couple on the outside to kind of show where it ends. And there we go. We are done. So you guys can kind of end off with a splatter if you want to do a splatter, but I have left it at this. I was thinking of doing some of the blue colored berries, but I think this is great. And I hope you guys enjoyed the session. Sorry about the internet connection. I still don't have internet, it seems like, but I hope you guys catch the tail end of this by watching this video here. So thanks so much, guys, for joining me. And if you guys haven't heard in the last video, I am now on Patreon. So it's November 1st. If you guys want to get a little bit extra from me, then you can definitely check out the different levels that I have that I'm offering. And yeah, thanks so much, guys, for watching, and have a lovely, lovely Sunday. Please don't forget to like this video if you liked the turnout, and follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Let me know what you guys thought about all of this, and show me your work, because I love seeing your work. So thanks, guys, and we'll chat soon. Bye.